9 o'clock.
Today's news.
CBS News on the Hour, sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts.
I'm Steve Kathan. President Trump speaks up for his budget bill.
I think it's going to be the greatest bill ever passed.
CBS's Caitlin Huey-Burns on Capitol Hill reports Senate votes getting underway on a third day of debate on the measure.
Lisa Murkowski of Alaska. She's the most moderate Republican, you could argue, up here on Capitol Hill, and she has been a holdout. So they have been working on some carve-outs for her, possibly for the state of Alaska, to get her support for this bill.
Vice President Vance is on Capitol Hill if needed to break a tie. President Trump is in Florida to get a first-hand look at the new migrant detention center in the Everglades that's been called Alligator Alcatraz.
I wouldn't want to run through the Everglades for long.
He says there's a natural deterrent facing anyone who wants to escape. CBS's Aaron Navarro.
They are going to be held in tents and trailers, potentially right before hurricane season here in Florida. And when kind of proposed that idea, you saw one state Republican official say that the hurricanes might motivate these migrants to, quote, self-deport.
Well, CBS's Michael Wallace tells us a new study estimates that more than 14 million of the world's most vulnerable people could die by 2030 because of the Trump administration's dismantling of U.S. foreign aid.
Research in the Lancet Medical Journal says a third of those deaths will be children under 5. Trump and Elon Musk's Doge canceled 83% of USAID programs, including all funding to Mana Nutrition, a Georgia nonprofit that makes meals for malnourished children overseas. Mark Moore co-founded Mana.
Without them, global food aid will grind to
The
all.
Lancet report estimates USAID funding prevented more than 90 million deaths in developing countries between 2001 and 2021.
Oklahoma has stopped recommending fluoride in public water systems. Tulsa dentist Nicole Nellis supplies fluoride to the teeth of patients who want it.
You would have to drink 92 gallons of water in one sitting to get fluoride toxicity from the water.
Utah and Florida have already moved to remove fluoride from public water systems. His public Facebook page says televangelist Jimmy Swaggart has died. He was a fire and brimstone preacher brought down by a sex scandal in 1988.
I have sinned against you, my Lord, and I would ask that your precious blood would wash and cleanse every stain.
Swaggart, who was 90 years old, had been in ill health recently. Wall Street, the Dow is up more than 400 points. The S&P and NASDAQ are trading lower. This is CBS News.
Well, that's today's news. Today's news. I didn't hear any good news, did you? I didn't think so. I guess it's all about perspective. The glass is half full. Well, as always, I'd like to thank you again for coming along with me on these Dash Cam News adventures. You know the drill. Peace, love, and all that hippie jazz. Bye-bye, everybody. It's 67 degrees in Isleton, California.